Welcome to another exciting episode of Doug's Electronic Repair Bench.
Morning YouTube, here with you this morning. I'm gonna do my demonstration one more time. Comparison with the PlayTouch. I want to do a side-by-side comparison of macro mode and standard mode, and to do that I'm going to have to try to set this camera boom up to where I can get it pretty stable to where it won't move between shots. As you can see, I have a little different angle on this today. There we go. And like I said, it's something I'm playing around with. May work, may not, I don't know. So what I'm going to do is get set up here for this, and I'll come back to you in just a second. Alright, well, I got it set up here. I'm going to check my inch, see how far I am above the, looks like about close to 8 inches right there. And we're going to do a shot there, and then I'm going to move down 6 inches and do a shot there, and so on and so forth, and see what we can do here. Let me turn this on. This is what I always forget to do. So it is now recording, and like I said, that's at 8 inches right there, and I'm sure that's going to be fairly in focus there, and we'll move it down to 2 inches. We'll move it down 2 inches, I should say. Let's see, bring this back this way a little bit. I think I'm at 6 inches. I'm going to guess. How about that? Pretty good, 6 inches. That's at 6 inches. Now we're in standard mode right at the moment, so I don't expect it not to do that at 6 inches. I think it should do that at 6 inches. So let's go down to 4 inches. That may be a little closer than 4 inches. Let me check. Yeah, that's right at 4 inches. So far so good here. I'm going to adjust this thing best I can for what I've got. Alright, that's it. 4 inches in standard mode on the camera. So what I'm going to do now is take it down. I'm going down to 2 inches. I don't expect it will look very well. Yep, 2 inches. I'm getting pretty good at guessing. That's 2 inches. Okay. Now we can see what we're doing, okay? So now we're going to go switch to macro mode and see what happens. Oh, it's the wrong side, no wonder. Alright, there we go. Now we're in macro mode. Let's go back down to another 2 inches here. Okay, that is 2 inches in macro mode. And I think everybody can see that. And now we'll go up to 4 inches. Double check that. 4 inches. Let's get that in where I want it at. Alright, there it is. 4 inches in macro mode. Go up to 6. That is 6. Let's get this where I want it at. There we go. Okay, that's 6 inches in macro mode, and we'll go all the way up to 8 inches in macro mode. That's roughly 8 inches in macro mode. And that's what it looks like. So that's a comparison. I'm hoping, I haven't actually looked at it obviously in the, what am I trying to say? Oh, in the video editor yet, so see exactly how it looks. But that is pretty much what I'm looking for. I did want to do the see if I can find that's behind me. I think the microphone test of the external mic. I'm back with a microphone. I think it was on this side. Let me move that up. I mean, turn it around here. Let's get it where I want it at. There we go. So what I've done here in this little demonstration is basically did a comparison between the macro mode and the standard mode of the Kodak PlayTouch. Used a schematic diagram, laying flat on the table, and I've got the overhead shot, as you can see me waving at it there. And I think that's going to do it for this. I didn't want to make a long video. I hadn't really planned on making a video today, but I wanted to test this microphone here. I don't know if you can see that. It's where it's at right there, and see how well that works, and see if I lucked out and didn't ruin it with the version 1.19 update for the firmware. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. It's a rainy day here in Seymour, and a mild day. It's in the 50s or maybe even low 60s. I'm not really sure, but like I said, that's about it. I have one more video. Jim Linden has a video to watch. Otherwise, I'm caught up on videos this morning, and I'm glad of that. And just thought I'd pass that along. I just, if some of you don't notice me commenting quite as much, I do have quite a few people I'm subscribed to. So, and there's a lot of electronics guys out there that I subscribe to, and I do that mainly to gather knowledge, and not so much because I enjoy watching electronics videos, but I do that to try to gather some knowledge and get better at my own hobby, you know. So that's what I do it for. So some I may not comment on as much as others. I've been watching 12-volt vids here lately. He's kind of interesting, but I haven't actually been commenting on his, I don't think. I'm a lurker mostly when I watch things. I don't comment on a lot of people's videos that I watch. And so anywho, that's all I've got to say about it for now, I guess. So you all have a pleasant day. Hope it's not raining where you're at. Hope it's nice where you're at. So thanks so much for watching. See ya.